What else can we black out on this 2023 Dodge Ram? Nothing really. All the accents are completely blacked out already. The wheels are blacked out. And as I get closer, those calipers are still silver, and we need to paint those to add some pop behind these gloss black wheels. So we're gonna be painting them gloss yellow, and we're gonna try to add a Dodge Ram logo, the horn logo, somewhere on these calipers. So let's see if we can make it happen and also make it look real good. See how the yellow is gonna clash with the blue on this truck. Stay tuned, let's get started on this. Hey everybody, it's your boy Ihab Halat. Dodge Ram is on the hoist right now. We're gonna lift it up, we're gonna take the wheels off, and we're gonna be doing the calipers in a gloss yellow. But it's not just gonna be gloss yellow and that's it. We're gonna be trying to add the Dodge horn logo. We replicate this ram head on the calipers, and we're gonna try doing it on the front and the back, which might be a little tricky with the rear because there's very limited room, and usually I don't put stickers or decals, decals, whatever you want to call them. I don't usually put them on these style calipers because there's not really much room, but we're going to try to fit a small logo to see if we can make it possible and if we can make it look good. So let's get this thing up in the air and take the wheels off and get started with all the prep. Now guys, these are pretty much brand new calipers, so most brand new calipers will have this little sticker on it. Not really sure what it's for. Usually there's one on the top and one at the bottom, but just make sure you remove these guys. We got primer here. This is for engine bays. I was trying to find the caliper paint. It's pretty much the same. It's for engine bays, so it does withstand heat and all that stuff. For sandpaper, we got this here. This is 100 grit. We're gonna start off with this. We're gonna go over it again with this guy. This is a softer sandpaper. This will smooth out the caliper afterwards. All right guys, so after you sand down the caliper, what I do is get my air gun and I'll blow out all the dust and debris that's still in the caliper. Spray them down and give them a nice wipe. Also helps if you give the rotor a wipe, just so when you're sticking your tape down, it actually sticks down nice and properly. Make sure when you're cleaning the caliper, you get all into these little grooves here. Make sure you got no more dirt, grime, or waxes, or anything on these calipers. You want to make sure they are clean and bone dry. So once you give it a clean with the degreaser, I like to go over it again with some rubbing alcohol here. So this is 99% alcohol. Next thing to do is tape our caliper. You could use any automotive painter's tape, really. And then I get this to cover up larger areas. Tape and drape, you could get this on Amazon. It works wonders. So what I'm gonna do is when I tape this caliper, I like to get in as close as possible to the caliper all the way around and work my way out. And then once I get to about right here, I'll get the tape and drape and I'll lay it down, cover up this whole rotor, and then we'll cover up all the components and wiring and all that stuff back here. Calipers are now ready for spray time. We got the surrounding areas all masked up here, guys. So like I said, I started off with the blue tape, worked my way from the closest part to the caliper, working my way outwards. Got the blue tape down, and then once I reached to about right here, as you can see, I stopped, used the tape and drape, and that covered up majority of the rotor. And then if we go around here to the back, I got the tape and drape right where the bracket hooks onto the vehicle. It goes all the way back, so all this is now masked off with the tape and drape. And then I put a tape and drape up top here just to mask up all that to protect it from overspray. I did get tape inside there. There was enough room for me to actually get the tape in and cover all that up. Same thing, work my way from the closest part of the caliper, and I got inside as much as I can. If you guys can't get as close as you can to that brake pad, that's completely fine. The overspray will come off with some adhesive remover. We did the same thing. This is the electronic e-brake, so we got that all masked up all the way around. All right guys, we're gonna do our first coat. Make sure you shake it real good, and if you want it to spray a lot better, put it in some hot water for about 5 minutes, shake it up real good, start spraying. And that's how your first coat should look like. You wanna go real light for the first coat, and then we're gonna work our way up, go a little heavier as we go on to our second, third, and our final fourth coat. I like to do 4 coats. This is coat number 2. This is coat number 3. This is my 4th and final coat of primer. The calipers are now complete with the primer coats. That's 4 coats of primer. If you guys are wondering how long you wait between each coat, this stuff dries really quick. I waited about 10 minutes between each coat. Now we are ready to do the yellow. So again, make sure your can is heated up and make sure you shake it up real good before you start spraying. So already our first coat of yellow, and we pretty much got coverage on the whole caliper. But we're still gonna do the 4 coats just to ensure we get a nice solid yellow on the full caliper. Here is coat number 2 for yellow. Here is coat number 3, guys. The yellow is now complete. Now we're gonna try to add some decals here. This is what the customer wanted. Let me get you guys, let's get this focused here. It's just the ram head. So we're gonna try to put this on the caliper. Usually I don't put these on these style of calipers because there's really no spot to put them. But I think the best spot to put it would just be right at the top here. Alright, so there's the decal. Now we're gonna just place it right on here. And you know what, that doesn't actually look too bad. Let me get you guys a close-up of that. Something different. Yeah, that actually looks pretty sweet. I was a little skeptical at first, but adds a nice little pop to the calipers. There's one final step to do to complete this process, and that is to clear coat them. And this is what I use, guys. This is 2K clear coat by SprayMax. I use this for pretty much all my projects. We're gonna shake this can for 2 minutes. I put it in some warm water for about 5 minutes. I'll take it out, shake it again for another 2 minutes. Then you get this red cap up top here. You're gonna remove it, and then there's a little nipple here on the bottom, and you're gonna put this red cap right in there, and you're gonna press down hard on that until it cracks open. You'll hear it. Once it goes in, that's gonna release the hardener and the gloss in this, and then you only have 48 hours to use this can before it all dries up in the can, and then it's pretty much garbage. What I do is I do 1 light coat and follow it up with a solid heavy coat immediately right after, and then I just step away, wait, let it dry overnight, and then I come in and I will unmask the brake calipers. So let's get this started. So that was our first light coat. Now I'm gonna follow it up with a heavy coat. So right after I do that, I just step back, let it dry overnight, come in, and then we can unmask. And the calipers are now complete. They're dry, got the little decal on there, and I actually think it does add a pretty cool touch. I mean, it's not something you see every day. You don't really see decals on these style calipers. I'm surprised I made it work, but nice small decal on there, adds a little touch. The yellow looks beautiful. Thought I'd show you guys the passenger side because I've been recording the driver's side the whole time. So that's the front. I'll show you guys the back here. They look good. So now we just gotta unmask these and then we'll show you guys how to remove the overspray on the rotor. Now to get the overspray off and any tape stuck inside that you can't reach with your fingers, all we do is just grab the rotor and we're gonna apply some pressure and we can move it. Now you see at the bottom here, all the overspray, that's totally fine. It is removable. And now we got some tape here that I couldn't get. Now it's just easily removable. This is 3M adhesive remover. I got it at my local Canadian Tire. All we're gonna do is just spray it. Make sure you don't spray it on your caliper because that is not good. But then essentially all we do is just wipe it off. So just like that, with a little bit of elbow grease and some of the 3M adhesive remover, all the overspray is now off. Alright, it's out in the sunlight. Let's take a closer look at these calipers in the sunlight. Yeah, they're looking real good. There's that ram decal and the gloss black wheels with the yellow in the back. Looks really good. Let's go over to the back here. Oh yeah, nice little touch with that. Let's get a full look at the truck now. So I was a little skeptical with how the yellow calipers are going to look with the blue, but it actually looks really good. All the accents are blacked out. Wheels are black. Nice dark blue on the truck. And there it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button. Like this video. I hope this helped. If you guys have a Dodge Ram or you're doing calipers of your own, I hope this video helped. If you have any questions, just leave them down in the comment section below. My name, Ihap Palat. I'll catch you guys in the next video.